Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Easy Rollers. This is episode 19, but let's go with episode 18's recap first. It's been a little while, so this is a little bit of a longer recap. Everyone's back from holidays. We do have poor old Baina is feeling a little bit under the weather, and so we have her picture of Opal there instead. However, she is still with us. Let's go into it. The recap. Last episode, our band of hardy adventurers was sent to find out if the pirate gang under Robert Runcie had indeed cleared out all the black powder from the city sewers prior to their departure. This would mean infiltrating the Bones crew den, and it was thought they were hiding out in the old part of the sewer. Albertus was able to obtain a map of the sewers which would show them the way. This also took a couple of the guards with them in case things got hairy. Carefully, they picked the way through the sewer until Rolio triggered a small explosive trap. This alerted nearby members of the Bone Crew to their presence. Luckily, when encountered, the party were able to defuse the situation and granted an audience to their leader, a drow man named Darius Skegan. After some conversation, the party convinced him they were here on behalf of the city and also Robert Runcie. He wasn't entirely convinced, but was willing to talk. Convinced the threat of a black powder plot was neutralised, the party tried to leave. However, it would seem Skegan had other ideas. It was at this moment that one of his men hurriedly came up to him and pointed down a grated off exit chamber that leads out to the River Ruin just above the estuary. He pointed out there were some black powder kegs and what looked like a small ship of Robert's fleet. It fired a cannon blast upon the barrels, which led to a large explosion that destroyed the grate and partially collapsed the exit tunnel. This led Darius to change his view of the party, believing they had something to do with it. And this led to a fight where the party were beset on both sides. Eventually, they won. A cunning plan was hatched in which Gottel wrote a letter in Darius' handwriting which incriminated him in the murder of Camilla Runcie, using a disguise kit. The group returned to the surface where they discovered plenty of people who heard the explosion and have seen the smoke, but they never saw a thing in terms of a ship. A bit like the party saw a phantom ship, it would seem. They take rest and we begin this episode at the cottage in the Garden District. It's the morning after the sewers. Your ears might still be ringing from the explosion. Doodle has prepared a breakfast for you. You're all back to health. Gottel's energy core, you're replenished. Your bodywork is still very dinged up, and you will require a trip to the blacksmiths to put it straight. You can visit Nania, the Goliath blacksmith in town. Whatever you choose, there does come a knock at the door. And Doodle answers it. It's a couple of mages from the Jade Academy along with a watchman. You have a male elf and a female elf. Both are the mages. And a fairly broad man with short dark hair of the watch. They speak with Doodle and ask to come in. Are you all happy for them to enter the building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. It'll be fine.
The elves both look fairly young. The male has his hair pulled back tight in a ponytail. The female quite short for an elf, red hair, let down loose about her shoulders. Both are very well spoken and fair, dressed in the jade green cloaks of the academy. This watchman, again, as I said, a fairly broad man, short hair. He wears the usual brigantine style armour and the emblem of the castle upon it. And the male elf sort of addresses you all and says, "Good morning, everyone. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt your breakfast. We have come to retrieve the sending stones given to you on loan from the Academy for use in your raid upon the Bones crew location. Could we have those back, please? Obviously, it's a restricted item. Not anybody can just have one."
You're worse than the last library I went to, but here you go.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. And they take them away from you. Before they leave, the female elf says, she sort of bows to you all and says, We would also like to bring a recent development to light. Have you heard any news of a potential magical breach outside of the city?
A magical one. It was a big explosion.
Ah, are you referring to the explosion at the docks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately, no, we aren't. We aren't referring to that. And the watchman. We don't. We're not referring to that actually. The what is it, about 2 days ago, outside of the city, just off in the hills, and the valleys there, just north.
Is he from Wales?
I don't know where Wales is, I'm afraid. It's not somewhere I'm familiar with here in Menef, but anyway, there was something reported in the sky, like a bright flash, potentially magical. We sent some people out to have a look. A couple of watchmen and a mage from the guilds, and they haven't reported back, which is quite strange. We just heard that you're all quite handy, and you might like to, or you might be interested in going to investigate it for us, that's all.
How much?
How much?
Yes.
Money wasn't discussed. Just you're helpful people who might be willing to help the city. You've done a great service so far to the city, I believe.
I believe we've also always been paid.
So
I'm not
we-
an authority to say anything about being paid.
the other thing is we are happy to help, but if we keep helping the city without any payment, it means that we will starve. And otherwise, if you don't pay us, then we need to find a job, which means that we cannot help. So that's why we would like to be able to survive and continue help the city.
Oh, well, I'm sure. That's when the male elf interrupts us. I'm sure the Mages Guild would be very keen in getting money to you if that is what motivates you. We, of course, want everyone to be looked after.
It's not about motivation, it's about survival.
I mean, just hang on a little second here. Maybe we could get something more useful out of the Mages Guild. It wouldn't cost you any actual money.
What do you...
I mean, the sentence though.
Well, that could be good, but I was thinking more of an actual dispensation, a permission slip, if you will, to be using a little magical aid now and again at times of extreme necessity.
The two mages look at each other in bewilderment. There's like, what? You want a hall pass to use magic?
Well, kind of. You see, you've got the licenses, and that you're quite highly regarded in this city, I believe. And, you know, your word, esteemed sirs, carries such a lot of weight that I think with your backing, we could have a little more flexibility in our operations and help you more productively and a lot cheaper.
Well, this is the male elf. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself or my colleagues here. I am Alatharan. He points to the female elf. This is Bivaris. And then he points to the watchman and says, this is Jeremy.
It's lovely to meet you all. It's very nice, I'm sure.
We are of no authority to grant you permissions to be using magic. We, as mages of the Academy, don't have the permissions to be casting magic around the place. It's...
We don't want to cast it around the place now. You got the wrong end of the stick there. We just want a little license to use all the resources at our disposal. with your backing
I
to facilitate your needs and your ends. I'm being very persuasive here. Come on. Go on, go on, go on.
Well, give us a persuasion roll, then go on. You know you want to.
It's not good, sadly. It's an 8.
I tell you what we'll do. It's the best we can do, the best we can offer you. We will, as helpers of the guild, you haven't of the academy. Sorry, you haven't really done an awful lot for us. Maybe the watch, and Jeremy pops. It was, yes, they've done an awful lot to help us. Actually, they helped drive out the pirates, and now we've got rid of the Bones crew. All but there's a few causing problems around the city, but yes, we've all but got rid of them. And we will have a chat with the appropriate parties and see what we can do to give you. I mean, I presume that you're all licensed magic users anyway. Surely.
Well, we've been to college and got the certificates, but
Well, then you don't need to worry. Then you have a certificate.
Well, yes, but having your influence behind us in the city could be very useful, and it would reduce the sum that you maybe have to pay. A reasonable amount.
We will have appropriate words, okay? And see what we can do about it all.
Just ask them to consider it. I mean, some sort of badge or a hat or something would be great.
We will see what we can do. Nobody has absolute authority to be casting spells around here. We will see what we can do.
We're not talking about doing it willy-nilly, It's just in furtherance of your aims and for the good of the city.
As you probably are aware, people of certain job roles can use magic to do certain things. So perhaps we can find suitable roles within the city that would suit your skill sets.
Oh, a suitable title would do grand.
We will find something, I'm sure, but for now, no, you cannot just wander around the city casting spells. You know that's not lawful.
Oh, Scout's honour.
I should hope so too. Before we move on, I also realised before we started this, I did not do a sound check. So I'm hoping, I've done a couple of on-the-fly checks. I'm hoping it's going to work out. If not, I can boost levels during the edit. But anyway, let's go back into it. Right, well, anyway, would you be interested in having a look for us? And we can certainly go and have a chat about licensing and such the like.
Yeah, how long have we got till the dragon turns up?
Oh, I think I worked it out the other day as being approximately half a week. Something like that in terms of game time.
Okay.
It sounds about right. It can take us long to block the Bones crew.
We can kill our time while waiting.
Corbs, sorry. This is another edit out.
Check out your house.
I said it's another edit out point. Corbs, are you appearing in this film, or do I need to put a picture of you up as well?
Oh, I can appear now.
Oh, there you are.
Right,
there you go.
I was having my tea.
Oh, sorry, mate.
I had my high-tech piece of paper in front of the lens.
I didn't know if you were not appearing in this movie.
No, I did say right at the start, but you might have been listening to something else.
Sorry,
There's a fucking dragon. When did I missed the dragon when I was watching the whole thing with Bobby? I missed the dragon. How did I miss a dragon?
It's operating in the background.
Streams,
it's operating in the background.
Oh,
right. This is all cut out bits.
How did I miss that?
This is all cut out bits.
Yeah, I was going to say. Anyway,
don't worry. This will not appear in the podcast. It might appear in YouTube, but I don't really edit the video.
Dragon, what the?
I don't edit the video. I only edit the podcast. All right. Anyway, let's jump straight back in then. So, what is your game plan here, guys?
Yeah, we'll go check out the hills.
Yeah, we can go and see, and then maybe we can earn something from it.
Well, maybe this is obviously Jeremy, the watchman again, and he says, well, maybe you can go if you're willing to go. It's it's a little bit of a journey outside of the city on the North Road. It was somewhere off the North Road, about in the west. So you go along the North Road somewhere, somewhere off to the west of the road, probably before the last inn. We can give you some horses, or you can take a horse and cart if you like, with provisions. It's entirely up to you. I don't know how far off it's going to take you.
Yeah, we'll take a horse and cart with some provisions.
Elfarin stops and says, just to warn you, we obviously had some people go missing. We would like them found. Our Grand Meister of Magic did detect an unknown planar transference in all of this. We don't know any more on it, but if it is planar transference, you should be cautious. So just go careful. Whatever you find out there, please report it back to us. And Bavarius looks at him and says, would it be helpful if we gave them back the sending stones? Just one of them, in case? And he nods and says, okay. He hands it to you, Rolo. Have a sending stone. And do please report back what you find.
I definitely will. Definitely will. But it's a little bit more peaked up now. He said it could be a planar transfer.
And then the watchman says, look, we can obviously provide you the horse, but please don't ask for any watchmen to go with you. We just can't spare them at the moment.
Yeah, we won't need watchmen. It's absolutely fine. On that one, Reddy is a bit edgy. He wants to get going now, so he starts packing up his stuff.
Yeah.
I need to pop into the butcher's for a second.
You want to pop where? Sorry, you keep breaking up, Dana.
I'm sorry, it's only in Discord that this happens.
It's probably because you do the touch to speak thing, and it might just be that the key's not brilliant or something.
I see, okay, I will keep it there. Is it better now that I'm holding it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go to the butcher's to get some blood, so I have some provisions, or are they coming to us automatically?
Well, they wouldn't have assumed to put blood in the provisions. The cart is just like, it's simple food that you can either do on a campfire, so like root vegetables, maybe some salted beef or pork.
No, I believe Guttle set up a delivery
I think so.
He
for
did.
blood to get to the garden.
He did, but it doesn't. I don't know how often that was. I don't remember.
I believe it was daily.
In that case, you will have, instead of a milk delivery on the store, well, you will have a milk delivery, but you'll also have a blood bag delivery too. You're breaking up again, Opal.
Keep pushing the thing.
Maybe just
So
put it
if
on
it
normal
is-
speech rather than push to talk.
The problem is that if I have it in normal speech, then Matt has to be silent and Coco.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be silent. It'll be fine.
As long as he's not shouting loudly in the background, he's all right.
Like,
Does Matt talk like Brian Blessed normally?
No, it's just I prefer to have it always like that because it gives me privacy and I don't need to think about it.
Oh, shit, wrong one. I'm going to turn you down ever so slightly, Bana. Oh no, I might have gone and cocked up the cameras. Oh no. Alright, go on, carry on.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Blood bag
About the blood
deliveries, and Gottel has confirmed that blood bags do appear. But you were you did say something, but you were broken up entirely. We couldn't hear you. But it's okay. It's fine.
It's alright. If we have enough blood, then she's fine. She will just pack the things that we need for the road, and that's it.
Awesome. All right. Well, as per usual, if you're going to go by horse and cart, these things are provided to you, and they are brought outside of the garden districts. There are watchmen who hand them to you. They are, horses from the official stables and all that sort of stuff. And you head out on that north road towards the last inn. So it's sort of up towards the castle, which is now the government building, down the slopes, and it's that switchback style road because it's quite a steep hill through the forest. And I think it was roughly about a day's travel north towards the last inn. You might want to make camp. Now I will remind you, you are in the summer months. The day does go on a little bit longer. You know you've got sunlight into the evening hours. You're not far enough along that you're at the last inn, which would be a day's travel. By the time you've left Porth Bre in the morning, you get to roughly where you probably want to be looking for clues. I would put you at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a few hours out from the last inn.
I mean, we can press on.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think? Do you want to press on, chaps?
It's perfectly warm. It's pleasant. It's a lovely late afternoon. There's insects, there's birds singing. It's perfectly fine at the moment. You're absolutely fine.
Free to press on. I don't feel tired.
No, that's fine. I mean, you've probably all been riding on the cart. What you see, you're all looking for clues of where should we be looking for these missing people. You notice that the terrain off to your right in the east is very moorland. That's Praz Howl, as you probably remember. Bit hilly to begin with, then it opens up into like open grasslands and stuff like that. Moorland, as I said. To the left of you, the west, is very hilly, wooded, not forested but wooded. But what you notice, you're about an hour or so away from the last inn, but you see these like carrion birds circling in the sky. I mean, what do you want to do? You've got these carrion birds. They seem to be hovering above a spot way off, like maybe an hour or two to the west. You probably wouldn't be taking a horse and cart down there because it's, like I say, it's off-road. It's not the sort of terrain a cart could go down.
I think we should check out that birds, guys. It seems a bit.
Yeah,
ominous.
let's go and have a look.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like when, like, there's a dead sea creature. The seagulls usually flock around it. It's a good sign. That's not a good sign for them.
Yeah, no problem. You probably want to unhitch the horse from the wagon and maybe either let it graze or tie it off somewhere.
I'll take out my leg extensions and I'll clamp the horse.
You're going to clamp it to your leg extensions?
No, I'm going to use the leg extensions as a kind of clamp. You know, the
Oh,
horse.
right, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So no one can see it.
So it's not going anywhere.
That's right.
I believe the cowboy way would be they tie a rope between two trees and then tie the harness or around its neck to the rope, so it has enough to graze and wander a little bit, but it can't go too far. That would be an option. But anyway, yeah. So you park your horse and your cart effectively, and you head off west, off the road.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. And travelling over some hilly terrain through trees, and it's been a couple of hours. The sun is dipping. You've got plenty of daylight. Don't worry about that. But it's probably going on for about 6 o'clock. It's cooling down. It's that lovely summer's evening, and you've been crossing over several of these like hogbacks and dells until you come to a particular one. It's a grassy hollow between hogbacks. Podcast listeners, we are going to introduce a new character for you on YouTube. You are going to see this person. I'm going to swap scenes right now. I'll ask you to introduce yourself in just a moment, new person. We switch over to a young lady. You've been lying here for 2 days, exhausted, full of sorrow. Probably not eaten much, if anything at all. Maybe the same for drink. It's warm, there's that gentle breeze blowing up this hollow. The trees along the top of the hogbacks are creating a pleasant shade with a light dappling the ground. You look up in a haze, and you see these 3 figures stood looking down at you. We swap back to the party. For you guys, you look down into the dell, and what would normally be a beautiful grassy dell with flowers and a little stream flowing through, you're instead met with a scene of massacre. There's blood and body parts everywhere. There's flies whizzing about, and among the horror, a young woman who's barely moving, just seeming clinging on to life. Kater, why don't you tell us about your character, what she looks like, what her name is? For the
I was
party,
muted the whole time.
for the party and for the audience, let's introduce your character.
So I have just plain old done some shenanigans, haven't I? So I would look awfully blooded with my 2 swords in either hand, dug into the ground, exhausted and clenching over a body, crying with absolute anguish and pain, with the jet black hair, my pointy ears, and my bright orange eyes, aka this beautiful woman. Whoop. Yeah, that's about it. She's about to do some shenanigans.
So, podcast listeners, this is a young elvish woman.
Shadakaya, so she is a dark elf, super dark elf.
Yep, that's cool. That's fine. Just obviously, you showed us your background, but podcast listeners can't see that.
A super dark elf with orange eyes and dark black hair.
Beautiful.
And all black armor. And if it's light outside, they can see her. If it's not light outside, they cannot see her.
You are still light. This is so. For your information, well, in fact, no, I won't give it to you. Because you wouldn't know. You're in a new place to you. What does everyone? How does everyone react to each other?
How far away are they?
So they're about 20 feet up on this ridge, basically, looking down into you.
I will teleport towards Opal's character, since he looks like my daughter in real life, in game. And I will hug her as I teleport.
You hug me.
Yep, I'll hug you from behind. She teleports and hugs you.
I sniff you. Do you have your neck? Yeah, you're hugging me. You're taller than me, so I sniff you and I try to maintain myself from biting this beautiful neck. She's very.
Just so you're aware, I don't have any blood. I'm also undead.
That's alright. Okay, so I sniff you. Oh, you're undead. Okay, so.
Yeah, Shadakai aren't living. They are in between death and life.
So since you're undead and you're hugging me, she's shocked initially. Like, what are you doing? And then in my head, I'm trying to understand what this creature is, and I have advantage in intelligence ability check to recall information about an undead. So 18. If I have encountered anything like that before.
In this world, 100% not.
Why are you hugging me? What's happening?
Yeah.
Help!
Are the daughter. You are the daughter. As she just hugs you tighter.
But you keep breaking up.
Who does?
Sorry.
Baina does.
You are my mom?
I think so. Destroy the forces of chaos, or we may yet know a fate worse than death. as she then collapses unconscious.
Okay. It's just shocked. Just
Bane, I'm going to stop you. I don't know what's going on with your audio, but you're like
We can't hear you.
can't hear
it
a
is not
word.
it's not it is Discord because I have my button pressed. My like everything is working from my end. It's only Discord that this happens. I never have issues with anybody.
You're okay talking normally. I think it's when you maybe do Opal voice. So for now, let's talk normally, and we can work out
Okay.
the Opal voice.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it's the same problem that I used to have with the filter that's on there. We can go through that another time. Let's
Okay.
do it in normal voice, and then we can.
That's fine. I'll do it in normal voice then. So Opal is she's shocked, and she looks down to this woman and wondering what is happening, and it's something that she has never seen, and kind of makes it unease because she had enough of strange creatures trying to get a piece of her.
I would say for Opal, make a history check, and I'll give you advantage on it.
So yeah, this is what I did. So the intelligence check is from the hunter's bane as a blood hunter, and it is actually give me information, recalls information about undead, fiends, fey.
Yeah, you asked about whether you'd encountered this creature or these type of creatures before, and I said no. This is different. This is to know if this is your mother or not.
Ah, okay.
Because you would remember
Most
your
likely
mother.
not. Probably. I don't even know if I was your mum or not.
Say again.
13.
13. Your memory, you've lived a longer life than what you should have. And you remember your mother post convergence. Your memory's vague. Because you don't know, you know that you were there, you know that the convergence happened, you were there at Barnack. You know that. And then things just happen so quickly. But you're 80% convinced this isn't your mother.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't say 100%, but you're mostly convinced it isn't your mother.
Yeah, so you see that there is a little bit of a doubt in her eyes, but at the same time, she's like, no way, no way. So, and she goes towards Therin.
Are
You're
you okay,
muted.
Opal?
Therin? Who's
Yeah,
Therin?
I'm just coming. Oh, sorry.
Oh, God.
To be sure
She's
he's
going
not appearing in
towards.
this film.
Yes, definitely not appearing in this film.
I'm sorry, wrong company. So going towards Rolio and kind of, she like hug your arm, like, I don't know what's happening right now. Please protect me.
It's okay. Well, we just need to see what's actually going on here. Can I have a look around to see if we can recognize the bodies?
I will tell you straight away that when you look down into that little hollow, you can absolutely tell that although they're like ripped to pieces, you recognize the watchman gear. You recognize although it's bloodstained, that jade green robe from the mages. The Jade Academy, the college. It's obvious.
I'll just make another character now, quickly. No worries, guys. I'll just make a new character, no worries.
You're good. You're good. You're good. If you want to make a perception check, though, Rolio, please go for it.
Yes.
I'll assist you with your investigations there to give you help.
Well, actually,
17 and then 19.
17.
plus 4.
Gottle, you
So
can
it's
make
like
your own
21,
investigation if you like, or perception check, because this is something that's going to occur potentially that you might notice.
Right, you just bear with me a second while
So
I
we have
find the right button there.
We have a 17.
We have a 5.
5.
So, Gottle,
Watching butterflies.
you're kind of like, Rowley, I'll give you a little hand there. And Rowley's really like, whoa, quiet, hang on. Because Rowley's heard a branch snap, like a twig snap underfoot. And you look around. And you're looking around, and in the next hollow over that you've already passed through, you see 6 men approaching. You've encountered them before. Order of the Gauntlet. That half-plate armor mixed with the cloth and the leather. Very Witcher. And they sort of stand there looking up at you. And one of them says, well, I guess the game's up. So, what are you doing here? My name's Fargor.
I'll go.
Mike,
Yes.
are these the ones that they are like me?
No, the
these are
Order
the
of the
ones
Gauntlet
that-
are the ones that Mystery Man that only appeared in several episodes were.
Thank
Did
you.
you say your name was Al Gore?
Fargor.
Okay, I'll call you Al Gore.
No, you'll call me Fargor.
Low score?
Okay.
The disrespect
Fargor.
already.
Who are you?
These are they are all men. They are all as typical you've seen of the Order of the Gauntlet. They're very paladin-like, but they're dirty, weathered, very similar to imagine Dunedain, but slightly more armored. But all of them of the company are the same: dirty, long, scraggly hair, and all that sort of stuff. And he said in response to your question, "I am Fargor of the Order of the Gauntlet. Something's going on here of a magical nature. We've been alerted to it, and so we've come to investigate."
Who alerted you?
Locals. People.
But we're here for the Mage
contacts.
Guild.
You're in the Mages Guild. Which Mages Guild?
No, we've been sent by the Mages Guild.
And
not with them.
which one?
One in Porth Bre.
The Jade Academy.
Yes.
And did they give you official papers?
We were drawing them up as we left. We were so keen to get going and get started working with them that, they were drawing them up so that we'd have them when we got back.
He looks to the others and he's these mages, so hasty. Aye, it makes sense that they might have sent you out here to investigate, but who are you? Why send you? Why not themselves or the Watch?
We've proved ourselves quite useful in the past. And they use us quite a bit now.
Aye, okay. Well, we're here to do our own investigations. Do you mind if we have a look?
Well, no, go ahead. There's plenty of bits for everyone.
He nods to you and he sort of, makes a gesture to his men. As I'm looking at this, I apologise, YouTube viewers. The screen's a little bit skew-whiff in places. I did this in haste. We will sort this out for next time. But yeah, he moves on up the hill and looks down into the little hollow there, and he looks down. Well, what a mess! What a mess! And did you say Ava was kind of like slumped out? Is she asleep or is she unconscious?
Oh, she's unconscious right now. She's
Unconscious.
unconscious right now.
And he
Because the level of exhaustion makes her unconscious for 3 days minimum.
Right, okay. No worries. He looks down at her and he's like, "Who's this one? What's her story?"
We think it's a survivor, but she was unconscious when we got here.
A survivor, you say, but she's not garbed
Right.
in the same as the Watch or the Academy.
Well, we don't judge people on fashion choices, surely.
We do, because...
Do you? Oh,
Yes,
crap.
we
Well, I'm
do.
basically a walking tin of beans.
Because people who have no identifying marks could be up to anything.
Here's my Bard's Courage guild pass. Look at that. There you go.
And he does, very seriously. He takes it. He's just like, he has a good look at it. He's is this a genuine pass from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks at
I'm at the College of Law,
Yeah, yeah.
so I guess I've been to a college.
He looks at it. He's
I have a student ID.
well done. He passes it back to you.
Multi-pass.
10% discount.
Rolio. And you, sir? Any
I would just.
affiliations with the Arcane?
I've got a College of the Leaf pass.
He
on my
takes a
hand, my
look.
pass.
He takes a look. Very good, sir. And then he looks down at Opal. And you, wee lady, I can't imagine that you have any mixings up with magics.
No, I'm not that clever. I never went to college. I'm just. Also, I'm too young for college.
He takes a knee, and luckily for you, he's got gloved hands, like leather gloved hands. And he takes a knee, and he takes a hand, your hand, he holds it in between his. He says, "Young lady, you're always clever enough to study. Just be aware that dark
Thank you.
things come from the arcane.
I will remember that. Thank you for the advice.
Never
For
give
now,
up on your studies."
I just go to school. I don't have an ID, and
I wouldn't expect you to, my dear. I wouldn't expect you to.
thank you.
And he stands up again. He's right. Well, I cannot speak for this one who is unconscious, but if you have means to get her out of here, we saw a horse and cart a few miles back. Perhaps take her out, and we'll do what we need to do.
She looks like my lost mommy, so maybe we can help her. So we are happy to take care of her, so you can investigate the area without interfering from us, and we can take her somewhere safe, and then she will be all right again.
Very good. Please do so. And you, at that point, he whistles across the holler, and you see another half a dozen archers stand up from the bushes on the other side, and they all stand down. For you, Ava, you can. I know it's within your character, and I set you off in a point of exhaustion. We will say that by the time you reach the cart, for purposes of actually getting you into the game, you can override your
God
rule.
for that, because
You can override your rule for
You put
this.
me in a level of exhaustion. I've been unconscious for 3 days, so that's lovely.
I would say that by the time you get back to the cart,
reread it.
I think Gottel, just from his own hospitality, would probably start feeding you up and giving you ale and stuff to get you going.
I've got ale and sandwiches, and I don't eat them myself. Well, the ale I'll drink, but the sandwiches not so much.
I think between them they would know well enough to get you up to health, to get you going and learn your story a bit. So we'll do that.
I don't know if she might need the same food as I do, because I cannot feel any pulse. I don't think she's alive.
Well,
Of course,
between the three of you can figure it out.
Up and down.
So as you move me across to the cart, you notice that I shift. As in, it looks like my body gets ripped apart and then re-sewn again every second. Really quickly, like
A blaring
so
game.
quickly, it just feels.
This is one of those DM points where I'm literally going to shut up and let you four play it out.
Yeah, I'm
Is it
literally
like a
shifting.
hologram?
Every step looks like there's six. Yeah, like a hologram, but like 20 holograms at the same time. So it looks like sort of like an orange hologram, but just gets sewn apart and then sewn back together again every 5 seconds. She also looks like she's in an absolute load of pain. So much pain that she's not talking.
I cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, it does not work.
Oh, great fun.
I wish it. I wish it did. I wish it did. For the love of God, I wish it did.
Mm.
I
I
mean,
try. Should I
no.
try and give her some blood? Because if she's similar to me, this might help her.
Well, how sure are you that she's similar to you?
I'm not for different
Mm,
if being like
Breaking
you
up again, and
guys.
Vayner.
I'm not sure.
Still breaking up.
Sorry, it's my microphone or something. I don't do anything. I don't even move.
Well, I think we've got a crossed line there.
Do you want me to? It's only here, guys, that this happens.
It's
Nowhere
as long
else.
as you talk in a normal voice, you're okay. It's when
That's
you
so
if
weird.
you if you go like high pitched, it stops. It's because of the filter. It's a
Yeah, it's
Discord
really
filter.
weird.
Is it the one
If
for
you
the
turn it
background
off,
voice?
if you turn the Discord filter off and put something over the camera, it will work fine.
Where is the Discord filter so I
Well,
can
let's
do
not. What time is it? It's still too early for a break. Let's not worry about it right now. Just talk at a normal level, then we'll deal with that during the break.
it? Okay. So I'm not sure if she's like me, but for sure she's not like you guys. She doesn't have a pulse. She doesn't. She's not a living being. She's undead, and maybe she's like me. But we can always try and help.
I really need to make friends with pulses.
You can try, but if she vomits on your shoes, I'm not cleaning it up.
That's okay. That's okay.
Identify the enemy you wish to annihilate is the next thing she says, and then she just carries on not talking.
I drip a couple of blood drops to you on your mouth to see if this revitalizes you at all.
Do they do anything to do necrotic damage?
No, it's just blood.
It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Do we know anyone in town that would be able to help us?
I mean, I wonder if these Knights of the Gauntlet might have an idea.
Oh, I wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw.
Maybe the
Well, I
mage
could
is
throw them
here.
quite a long way with a catapult. But
I
right,
think we should
you
get.
might be right.
I think we should get back into town. Sneak in.
I don't think I've got anything useful there, you know.
Well, normal queuing spells didn't work.
I've got Song of Rest, but that's not that much use. And I
Do you
don't
have
want
any?
those guards getting a bit of an hearing of it, you know.
No, I think we sneak it back to the garden and maybe
Do you
just
have
some
any
old-fashioned.
spells for restoration?
I tried that.
Disease or remove any curse or anything like that?
No, just your basic cure wounds.
No, I've not got anything like that. I mean, you know.
I got good berry. Cast good berry and try feeding her a good berry.
I don't think that's not. I mean, this looks like it might be, you know, something unnatural.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I think we'll get her back to town, get her into the garden.
I think we're going to need an old priest and a young priest.
I just also
That's
realized,
bad joke.
guys. I just also realized that when you heard me talking to the gauntlet, saying that I don't do magic, both of you you shook your heads because you have seen me doing spells.
But they didn't know that.
But they have seen me. They
Yeah,
have
but you
seen me
know, we're
doing.
not going to give it away and blag you in just for the sake of it. We're not, you know,
They
we're not grasses.
these men hadn't seen you do it. They believe you're a young innocent girl.
No, I mean my party mates.
Yeah, I know you mean your party mates, but they're not going to give you in, are they? They've presented their
No, of course.
tickets.
We're allowed
Right.
to do what's technically called lying.
Yeah. The fact that they showed their tickets, they believe you're a young girl. they're not gonna. I wasn't gonna make like deception checks and stuff like that because
Yes, yeah.
everyone literally did what they
You
were
look like
supposed to
one.
do.
Yeah, let's get her. Let's get her back. Put her in Brennan's room. He's not going to be needing it for a bit.
You say Porter would take her back, but we only just come out here. Do we not need to investigate something? Or do you mean take her back, come back, do an investigation, and then come back and go back?
I think the investigation's been done. Something's happened. I think the best investigation we're going to get is out of this young woman once she's awoken.
Hey,
So
I'm
what-
not going
what-
to tell you.
Can I, DM? Can I do a history check to see what I actually remember from the blood? Because remember my ability, I actually forget what happens during that time. So can I roll a history check to see if I remember anything that happened from the fight?
Yeah, go for it. And by the way, you could just say Mike. You don't need to say DM.
Sorry, Mike.
That's all
Sorry,
right.
Mike.
Hey,
Sorry,
look,
Mike.
you don't have to be sorry,
I
mate.
do get disadvantage on the roll, unfortunately.
You don't have to be
But-
sorry.
It's a 19 with disadvantage. What the fuck? Got two 19s.
Hey, that's cool. You would okay. So yeah, you remember you appeared here through the means that you explained to me off screen, and
So I remember what happened off screen. Is what I'm asking.
yeah, you remember all of it. And I would say you probably didn't arrive
Because when I teleport, I forget.
I would probably say
When I teleport, I forget.
I would probably say you didn't arrive into this hollow. You arrived onto the road, and you kind of like, where the hell am I? Fled off road. People came to investigate the disturbance. Perhaps you left tracks. They tracked you to here, and that's where the panic occurred, and you just clashed. And you did what comes naturally to
massacred
you.
an entire army. Cool. Yeah.
Well, not an entire army, just a small detachment of people coming to see what the hell's going on. But it's fear.
Potato, potato.
It's fear, isn't it? You're in a place that you don't know, and you've just lashed out because they were shouting and
Do
screaming.
I have
at you.
all my equipment?
Yeah.
Do I have all my equipment?
Yes, everything's
Okay.
with you. Yeah, because they didn't unarm you or nothing. You got rid of them. You didn't know who they were. You didn't know what they represent. You defended yourself.
I unalived them.
Unalive them. You defended yourself. You did what you did because why not?
Self-defense.
I would probably say. I'd probably say though you might not remember the teleport, but having arrived from what you said, you would remember the events. You would probably remember the insignias and what they were wearing. So wherever these guys are going to take you, you can react accordingly. If you're going to start to see, like, if they take you back to Porth Bre,
So
you're going to start to see those same insignias and stuff. You're going to probably be like, oh shit, it's these guys.
cool. So I can free cast for free. I can cast Disguise Self. So I'm going to cast for free Disguise Self, and I'm going to disguise myself as one of them,
As long as you're
looking as I do. So I've got the same look, but my armor changes,
as long as you're in the wilderness
and it happens for free.
with no witnesses, you'll get away with it. If you choose to do that once
It
you're
kind
in,
of just happens.
yeah.
So it's not classed as a spell, it's classed as an ability. Does that still work?
Whether it's an ability, whether it's a spell, whatever the case may be, if you're actively doing
Yeah, right.
something which is clearly magical in a civilized place, and you're seen doing it,
Don't note to self, don't teleport in public.
you will. Yeah, you'll
Is it
start
dark?
getting attention.
How dark is it
No,
in the
not
woods?
really. It's still. I mean, they've taken you out to the road. It's been an hour. You're probably like 6, 7 o'clock. It's that kind of like summer's evening, twilighty kind of time. It's not dark.
I miss it.
The thing is, my character wouldn't know it's wrong, so she's just going to do it, unfortunately, but she doesn't know it's wrong. So
But
it's
you're-
going to change her armor.
But you're also on the road. You're not.
She would know.
You're not anywhere.
So she maybe she will not do that, but she's not that dumb. So she will just pretend she's asleep.
But you don't. But the thing is, you might not be dumb, but you also don't know that's the rule here. You don't know that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she would change her armor because that's just something she would do. She would walk down the street and just change her armor willy-nilly.
Well, you're not in the
Because that is
street.
just
Like I say,
something she would do.
You're currently in the wilderness
Yeah,
on the
it's
road.
changed.
You guys.
So she will disguise self.
Yeah, so you guys see this. You've taken her back to the horse and the cart. Maybe you try and make camp for the night rather than travelling back on the road in the dark. And as you're making camp, you see this shift.
the armor just changed from still wearing her studded leather, but it just now has the emblems that the guard were wearing. Magically appear.
How do you guys react?
Confused. I'm gonna poke her to see if she's awake, because as far as we know, she's still unconscious. Is that right?
Yeah, she's awake. Yeah, she's awake.
Yes, as far as you
Yeah,
know,
she wakes
she's
up.
unconscious. It's right. Like, oh, bloody.
She wakes up and her eyes are burning bright orange, like the picture in the background. So they're like really like volcanic orange, enough to like blind someone if you were to look too long into her eyes.
Are you
She's now-
alright? What happened?
Fucking hate not speaking common.
Don't speak common.
No.
You don't speak common. What do you
I
speak?
don't speak common. I speak undercommon.
Oh god, you're yeah.
I don't speak common.
Well, that's helpful.
Right, in sign
no.
language. You. Where? Don't know.
She points up to the stars.
Can I try celestial?
You can certainly try it.
God, somebody speaks celestial. Thank God. I'm so glad.
So I'll ask.
Because I can't pick common. There's no way I can pick common. Like I cannot speak common ever. So.
What about
yeah, thank
Abyssal
God,
or Infernal?
So
Do you have any of these?
God, I speak 2 languages. I speak 4 languages. I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Undercommon, and Draconic and Irish.
So for podcast listeners, we have a largely mute character.
Yeah, this is great.
After she
I
points to the
didn't realize I
stars.
didn't speak common. I didn't realize until this 1 minute I didn't speak common.
Retcon that.
We can retcon that if you want to. You can speak. We will make
No,
that adjustment.
I'm good.
No, we can-
I'm cool. I'm cool not speaking common. It's going to be more
We
fun
can
for
role
roleplay.
play teaching you. Look, we can role play teaching you how to speak common.
I'm
This
sure
is an apple.
you might be cool with it, but I'm not sure the podcast listeners will be cool with it because you can't talk.
Nah. I will automatically learn common. That's cool. I'll let's say I don't speak undercommon. I speak common instead.
Yes, I think that would make more sense. Let's do it that way.
I will change it over.
Yes,
So undercommon.
please do, because otherwise
learning-
this is going to get very old very quickly.
Yeah, I will. It's been changed. It will appear weird on D&D Beyond, but it's now changed to
That's
speak
fine.
common.
That's fine.
No, I did not realise. If I knew, I would have asked first. But yeah, cool. So I now speak common, don't speak undercommon. Well, I took that point up to stars because that was quite fun.
I mean, I would like to have gone with it if this wasn't exclusively mostly a podcast. Because, like I said, I've always I do this, but I say nothing.
I say this, but I do nothing. I don't speak the language.
Let's not
that was mad.
Well, do you know what? Actually, no. Let's not discriminate against people who might be mute or something. No, you don't speak common. Let's stick with that because it could be interesting. We'll find a way
It
around
will
it.
be interesting.
We know the languages.
It's funny because my second highest role is intimidation, and my next highest one is persuasion.
But actually, you also speak
But I don't speak any languages.
But you speak 2 languages that I think
Yeah.
Baina says she speaks one, and James says he speaks another one of your languages. So you can communicate through
Yeah, I
them.
speak.
You know, you can communicate through them. So
The weird thing is, I also know comprehend languages as well, which is really, really funny.
and
But
I think it'd be interesting.
so
It'd be
it'll
interesting
work.
because as a
It'll work.
downtime activity,
It'll work.
you could potentially learn. You're in a new world where it's not your place,
It's a different.
and you could.
It's a different version. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
So no. Let's stick with let's not go with common because actually
we'll stick with it then. So
Yeah, no,
Ski will
absolutely.
point to the stars and say, "Halor," which is celestial for my home.
I don't actually speak celestial.
you are
I
taking
don't
the
understand
piss
that.
out for all that, yeah.
Yeah. No, my
Jesus
character
Christ,
speaks
James.
celestial, but I don't.
For fuck's sake.
Rodeo speaks celestial. James doesn't speak.
Alor, as she points up to the stars.
I asked if she is okay in Celestial.
Yes. Me good. As she just cries out in pain.
How can we help you?
Okay, she's going to ask you very nicely if you will give her some of your life.
Wow. I look at Opal.
James,
I was going to say,
it's always you.
you've been here before.
I have. That's why I was looking at Opal.
Before. Shut
I
up,
mean,
it's
you might
done
as well
before.
just insert the straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I should get just a drip attached. How would we do this?
She touches you and she just drains your life.
Not all of it.
Not all of it, no. Only D8.
Oh, okay.
You take 5, I gain 5.
Okay.
I am now alive. I am now away from. I'm fine. I will also. This is really funny because this actually takes away a level of exhaustion as well.
Nice.
So I am now back and I'm up and kicking. And I'm full of beans.
All
I'm
right
glad
there,
of that.
Rolio. You've come over all pale and
The blood
everything.
drips out. The blood is no longer on her face. The blood is no longer on her arms. In fact, it seals up all of the scars of all of the swords that clashed, and they are now a smooth, white, pale skin. The orange reflecting ever more from her skin now, as she is now back at full strength and smiling at you and saying, "Here's a gift." As she gives you a small black stone.
What does it do?
You turn it over and it has a smiley face on it, and that's it.
I will put it in my pocket. I'll keep it. So, what happened with the guards?
Mm. Okay, sleep.
Right. Okay.
You can
Right.
feel free to make a perception check there, because I think she knows full well what happened with the guards.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will do an insight check.
Am I doing deception?
Insight. 19 on that.
Ah.
Plus 4. 19 plus 4 is 24.
Deception +7. Yeah, good luck. I got nat 20.
Oh, damn it.
Corbs,
So, I believe.
would you like... Well, would Gottel like to give us a perception check?
Yeah, 27. Lovely.
Certainly try with a 21.
You're hearing this conversation going on, and you're probably not really too bothered. Probably thinking about your next...
I don't speak Celestial, to be
No,
fair.
you're thinking about your next joke. You're kind of debating whether or not you're going to have a Binnis off the cart that you brought along with you. You're looking at Opal and you're kind of suggesting, oh, Binnis. What you notice is they're not being quiet about it. Those heavy boots of the men you encountered previously, and they're walking towards you.
We've got company coming in.
Yeah, they're not being quiet about it. They are absolutely, and it's the dozen of them, the full dozen. It's not.
That's it. I'll do the old stage whisper. We got company coming in from behind us there. Hey.
I'll say to Ava, go back to sleep.
Ava's going to look at Kalor and then go.
Look at who?
She's fell asleep. Oh, she was saying who? She was just saying who in Celestial and then.
Yeah. You kind of notice the blokes coming back in, and that Fargor bloke, he says, Strange. You got this young lady with you who was unconscious. Who killed those people back there? We saw you camp from quite a way away with a fire going and such. It's pretty...
That's right. We thought you might join us for a wee pint.
Aye, I might be tempted, but who killed those people? What drew you there? And who
As we
is
said, we
this
got sent
young
by the mage.
lady?
I believe there was a flock of birds. Am I right there, Rodeo?
There was
Yes.
indeed.
I'm remembering rightly, there was a flock of carrion birds.
Not
hovering
uncommon
above.
now over a kill, surely.
Well, that's what drew us there, because we didn't know there was a killer. We just saw the birds, so we thought we'd go and investigate, because that's what we'd been sent to do.
So you hadn't heard any word of any bright lights in the sky or nothing?
Well, only that, we'd been sent to investigate out here by the mages,
So who is this stranger that has been unconscious the whole time?
To be honest, hand on heart, I don't know. And I'm being absolutely honest with that, because I've got no idea what was going on.
Awfully strange, if you ask me.
We don't know
How is
her,
it strange?
Hello.
Sir, we don't know her. She's unconscious. We're trying to take her to safety, and then to see why she was unconscious there. Probably whoever attacked these people attacked her.
Did Ava
And-
just literally go hello to the group?
Sorry?
Yeah. In Celestial as well, which is just not even English. It's just not even common. She just says hello in Celestial.
She makes some sort of a
that's-
comment to them. That's fine. Okie dokie.
Right,
Yeah.
so it looks like she might be waking up then.
They approach a bit
Yeah.
closer and cautiously and say to Ava, in common, do you understand us, lady?
She will nod.
And were you there when these men and that poor lady died?
She will nod.
And were you responsible?
Please don't get a fucking even number. She will nod. I literally did 50-50 to see what she got. She got 3.
Does she
Evens with 3
does she
sheep nods
does
to
she
every single thing.
understand? Are you using comprehend language, or does she understand common?
I'm using a dice to find out if she's nodding or if she's doing this.
So
She's nodding to everything so
but
far.
she literally doesn't understand
Yeah, I
what
have
they're
no
saying.
clue what they're saying.
Okay.
She does not understand a single thing, but she's just going.
She looks, or they look at this Fargor looks at the rest of you three, and it's like, tell us truthfully, is this woman with you?
You
You
saw,
know
we,
she's not.
She nods.
we just picked her up.
You
You were
just
there
saw
when we
her.
found her in the field, man.
Yeah, you were there with us when we found her.
Well, I wasn't there when you found her. I was there when she was at your heels.
We can say for certainty that she doesn't speak our language. So I don't know why she's nodding to you.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Pack up your things into your cart, take your horse, and leave her.
May I make another suggestion?
By all means, little girl.
We do have the permission of the Mages Guild. They asked us to go and investigate. So if it is alright with you, open and wide, we will take her with us. We will give you, you will know where she will be. We will be responsible for her, and we will try to get as much as information as we can for her, because all of us, we do know other languages too, so she might be able to communicate us in a different way, and then we can let you know what she said. But I don't think she had to do any of these deaths because everything was dead, including her unconscious. So what I can assume is that whoever did that is out there running and you're going after the wrong person. Because if she had done this, she wouldn't have stayed there and she wouldn't have been unconscious.
You say all this, and Fargor looks at the rest of these blokes, and they just laugh at you. Little lady,
Mm-hmm.
do you understand your guilds, your colleges? It means fuck all to us.
Fargor,
You know
can I
who
just
we...
offer
Don't
just
interrupt
one
me.
more thing, little Fargor? Just one thing, sir.
Little? You're saying
Well,
little to me,
I
given
might have
your stature.
mistranslated. Well, that's a joke, because, I'm a lot smaller than you, so like little John. You're a great, big, fantastic fella. But would these badges from the watch that we're also members of be of any help in helping you to decide that we're actually quite trustworthy individuals of the city and officers of the law within that city?
No, because I believe you gave them back.
I don't think we did. Did we? We gave sending
I
stones
think
back.
you gave the badges back after you'd spoken to Robert.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, bugger.
Mike,
Mine seems to have fallen out of my pocket. I think I got a hole in it.
Yes,
But
Bainer.
we were members of the watch.
Yes, Bainer.
So you see Opal. She's kind of you see that her posture is toughening up, and you can see even though she doesn't have pulse, you can see her veins kind of becoming a little bit red. And the man who is questioning her and
Well, before you jump,
I don't jump. I'm not jump.
yeah, I know. Before you go further,
Metaphorically.
I never finished what I was going to say before I was interrupted. So let me finish. Let's do Fargor's speech, and then we'll resolve your
That's a
your
bonus
action.
action.
Yeah, I know, but I never finished what he was going to say. I was interrupted. So let's do Fargor. What Fargor's going to say, and then you can do what you want to do. So Fargor was saying that. So in character, we don't recognize your colleges and your watchmen, and you know who we are.
I'm gonna guess you're in league with that Captain Braxton idiot.
Captain Braxton. Aye. We are gauntlet men. And you know what we've done?
Yeah.
We don't recognize your authorities.
Neither did Braxton.
Ava is going to ask Mike, my favorite DM, what sense am I getting? What vibe am I getting from these guys? Because even though I can't speak common, I can get vibes. So what vibe am I getting from these people?
So, these guys are whether or not from wherever
What body language and stuff am
wherever
I
you've
getting?
come from, you might get the impression these are kind of like paladins, right? But they are absolutely sworn and devout to this kind of like righteous path of vengeance and unholy fury towards anything magical. And they kind of go about the land like inquisitors. And that's the kind of thing you're
Reminds
getting
me
from
of
them.
so it's sort of like a Wheel of Time book series, sort of.
Yeah, you get that impression that these guys are absolute authority. They in their eyes, they are the top dog. They don't respect anything else.
Okay, I'm going to stab one of them in the throat.
Okay, so he's made a speech. You react with a stabbing. Opal, what were you thinking? Let's go back to that now.
So I think I don't know if it makes any sense now to do it.
No.
It's
Go on.
Yeah, because it was a bonus action. It was exactly when he was talking, and it wasn't an attack or anything.
Yeah, go on, because it might all trigger at the same time. So tell us what you were thinking.
So he's cursed. I have until the end of my next turn. I have advantage against his. So I have advantage in intimidation against his. It's a blood curse of the anxious, and the only thing she looks as if she becomes taller, and she says to him, "No matter whatever you say to us, you know that we are your allies and we are trying to help. If you want to go against, we respect you, but if you want to go against the Mages Guild, this is not up to us or not up to you, then you will have to talk to them and see what they decide to do with you. But please let us do our job."
So I feel like
And
in the field, this would be like a kind of like an argument, like a bit of disagreements going on.
yes, but it is an intimidation check, though.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll roll for him. For Fargor, what's the DC? It's a lot to resolve in a very short space of time. So you tell me what I need to roll.
So the DC will be. So it is 10 plus the wisdom check plus what else?
Well, if you're making, were you doing an intimidation?
It'll just be your intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Whatever you roll for your intimidation will be the DC.
So my intimidation was. Where is intimidation? Intimidation. 18 plus 1, 19.
Yeah, so he fails. So simultaneously, because like I said, I didn't finish saying what I was going to say, then everyone else talked. Simultaneously, he's saying this, an argument breaks out. Gossel's gone, "Oh, bugger, I've kind of got this a little bit wrong." You're sort of saying your thing, then you blood curse. Ava's at the same time gone, "Fuck this shit," and stabbed. I'm guessing you're stabbing the lead guy that's trying to talk.
I because I'm getting the vibe that these guys are arguing with this one guy, so I will go two short swords and just go right to the throat.
Cool. So, Baina, does your curse give Ava anything in terms of bonuses or advantages? Then we'll roll initiative.
It is just make the guy anxious, and that's why I've got the
I already have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay. So resolution-wise, you're attacking.
Yeah, basically, and I have advantage on an attack roll, and then I move 10 feet afterwards.
Cool. So do it up, do your attack roll, and then we'll go into initiative.
Cool. So I get 3, because it's a surprise round, I get 3 attacks with short swords.
I will point out there are 12 of them.
That's fine. I get 3. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So I get 3. I get 2 with dark, 1 with light. So the first one would be it's advantage on the roll. Sorry, ignore that. It's advantage on the roll.
It's not dark.
Please ignore that roll.
It's only twilight.
It's advantage if they aren't expecting it. If they're surprised, it's also advantage.
Right. Okay.
Dreamstalker. So are they surprised by it? Is the question.
They're not. Well, they kind of come in with the anticipation that something's going to happen.
Okay, then it's 20 to hit.
They vastly outnumber you. But like I said, does this work? Does this work in daylight?
So this works in daylight and in darkness.
Okay, right. So
darkness, if I'm in obscured light or darkness, I get advantage on the roll. I also get the advantage on the roll if it is a surprise round and in daylight.
Okay, well, it's not a surprise. It is in daylight.
So and it's not. Yeah.
It is in daylight. That's the only thing, you got daylight.
Yeah. So it does. I don't get advantage on the roll. So it's a 20 to hit.
It's a nat 20 or just dirty 20?
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You still hit him. That's fine. We're just going to make sure we're getting the right facts. Okay, so dirty 20 does hit.
So in that case, it's 1d6 plus. So that's a 10 damage.
Yep. Okay.
So I will then use my ability, which is called Precise Strike on the next one, which does give me advantage. And if it doesn't hit, I don't expend a slot for it. Does a 14 hit?
No, does not.
Okay, so I do not expend my slot for precision strike, which then carries over to my next attack, which is my final attack, which will be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
So that does a d6. So that'll be 5. But I also did a precision strike, so I need to remove that and do an additional damage dice for that. That'll be a total of. Because I can find it. There we go. So that'll be a total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage after that on my second attack.
Okay. That puts him at that. Alrighty then. Let's roll some initiative, please, everybody. If I can get yours, and I'll roll everyone else's in afterwards.
I got a nat 20, so that's a 29.
Rolio and Ava. So 29 for Ava.
16 for me.
16. Gottel.
I mean, I don't even know what's going on with that. Jesus, it's 20.
Nice, okay. Rolio.
19.
19. Okay, let me roll in. We have got Knight, Fargor, Knight 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Archer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Fargor is a 10. Knight 2.
I wouldn't put him above a 6. It's quite ugly.
He's a handsome chap. What are you talking about? Leave him alone, poor old Fargor. Oh, that's a 20.
He does sound a little bit like Shrek.
I thought he sounded like a northern version of Sir Godric, to be honest.
Northern.
I thought so. No?
Very northern. He sounds a bit Scottish.
Yeah, I think maybe that's about right.
That's not northern. That's foreign.
Don't know. I kind of think they're brothers from another mother, but they won't admit it.
Oh, it's definitely another country there. It's like Devon for you lot.
Oh, God, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, God, there's so many numbers involved in this. Right, so let's see. The highest ones. Gottel. So this is the order. It's Gottel.
So it's the highest one with Ava.
Even though I got a nat, even though I got a nat 20 with a 29.
Oh, sorry.
I was
Yes, of course you did. Yes, you did.
yeah.
It's you. Then it's Gottel. Then it's one of the knights.
I was going to say, you got above.
Yep,
Who got
yep,
30?
no. Look, dude, I've got 12, 13, 14, 16 initiatives to track here. All right.
That's fair, dude. That's fair, dude. Don't worry, dude. I got your back.
Then we got Rolio. Then we got Knight 3. Then we've got bloody hell. This is really complicated. We got Archer 6. Then we got Archer 2. Then we got Opal. Oh, do you know what? I might just bunch them up into bloody minions. That'll be a lot easier. Let's just do it as minion type things. Let's do it that way. Let's go Matt Colville rules. All right, so we got
Basically, you're saying we effed up.
8. Mate, there's a lot of them. There are fucking shitloads of them. Well, there's an entire half dozen of them. We're gonna go. You got Ava, Gottel. Then we're gonna go the knights. Then we're gonna go Rolio, Opal. Then the archers. Is how we're gonna do this. Because there's bloody loads of them, and we're gonna be like going. It'll be like BG3. We're just going. You'll be sat there for 10 years waiting for things to happen. So we got 6 of those. Their AC, their hit points. Average of. So hang on, let's get the total, and then we'll average it out, and then we'll just do it that way. This is D&D, everybody. This is maths. This is where things get really interesting.
massive
Yeah, if it
rocks.
helps, I will literally teleport us all 30 feet away from them.
Yes. So what is it? Oh my God's sake! Yeah. What is the average of that?
What do you want as an
What's the
average?
number?
312.
So you
How
divide it
many are
by.
they?
Let's go. There we are. Right. So HP for them is going to be that, and then the other one is going to be maths. Everybody, maths. I didn't expect this encounter to go quite this way, to be quite fair. So
So
D&D.
D&D. We're going to call that. Okay, so we're going to go. We're going to go Ava, Gottel, the knights are all going to go. Then we're going to do Rolio, Opal, then the archers are all going to go. I will reduce their attacks because all of them attacking at once could be pretty deadly. And I'll spread things out somehow. We'll figure it out as we go along because that's fun. Right, Ava, you're up.
So, just to confirm, there's 4 of us plus 2 horses, correct?
1 horse.
Okay, so I will touch me. So myself, I can allocate within 15 foot, 5 up to 5 people, including myself.
Yep.
So I'm going to allocate the party plus the horse.
Yep.
We will then teleport 30 feet away from them, and we will all now be resistant to any damage type. For one
Okay.
turn.
So
Till my next turn. Till my next turn.
Yep. Okay, so it's half damage.
Yeah. I will then get my longbow out and take 3 pop shots because I'm Gloomstalker. And it's the first line of combat. I'm going to take 3 shots to the face with sharpshooter, so I'm taking a -5 to hit against the big boss.
Yeah, I've left him separate.
Cool.
He's gonna be.
So I will do 3 shots. Yeah.
Go on.
So it'll be 3 shots against him. 3 shots against him
Yep.
with sharpshooter activated, -5. So I giving myself advantage because of my my knight of Samania. I have only got 2 slots left on that, by the way. But they only occurs if they hit. So the first one, we take away -5, so it'll be 19 to hit.
It does hit.
Okay. So that'll be 10 straight up.
Yep.
Plus 7, and also add. So it'll be +7 +6. So it'll be +13. So it'll be 23 damage on that attack.
Okay. Fargor goes down.
Okay.
Let me roll. In fact, tell you what, why don't you do? Let's do like a moral check. Why don't you roll me a d20 and just tell me what the result is, and I will roll one as well, and we'll see how.
This is straight up d20. Yeah.
Straight d20.
Not adding any charisma or anything to it. Just
No,
d20.
just straight d20. We'll see how.
It'll be a 16. Be a 16. 16.
Cocked dice. Fantastic. Yeah, there's more of them. They roll a 19.
Cool.
They're happy for the minute. Their leader has gone down. Maybe they didn't like him.
Is there another one that looks like they're leaderish?
Nope, they're all just foot soldiers at this point.
Did you see that they were happy that the leader went down?
Their leader's gone down. Yeah, Fargor's gone down.
And they were happy.
I will.
They're not happy about it, but they weren't. You know, they're not going to run away, and they're all still healthy. It's just him that got hit. Good night.
I'll pop a shot at one of the archers then.
Yep.
That'll be a takeaway 5. That'll be a 6. 1 second. That'll be a 16.
Yeah, just hits.
So that'll be 10 straight up. That'll be 10 straight up.
Yep.
That'll be 16 total.
16 points total. No problem.
Yep.
That puts that one at me and maths 2. Yep. No.
Actually, I forgot my nice menu as well. Add another 6 to that.
Take 6 more. No problem. So total, yeah, okay.
And that is, by the way, all necrotic damage, by the way, just FYI.
Okay, no worries. Yep, okay. Take 6 off of that. So
My final shot will be at this. Unless he's dead.
No, they're all still up.
Be against the archer again. That'll be a natural 20.
Okie dokie.
Do I even need to roll for damage because it's going to be at least sharpshooter double, so it'll be 20 damage straight up, plus that'll be 29 points of damage.
What was the initial damage? It was 16 or 26?
It'll be 26 plus 26.
40, 52. Yeah, he's not down.
Bloody hell, these guys are tough.
We use the Mark Humes rules for crits as well. So that's max dice damage and then roll it on top.
Max dice damage.
So
in
it's
that
like
case,
it would be your max possible damage, then you roll the damage again.
So it actually made that a 32 points of damage then.
Okay, so what was the initial one? We said it was just to know what the
wait, so if it's crit, ignore me. If it's crit, it's actually going to be more than that. So it's max damage for the first dice roll. So that would be 14 plus so that's 34 points of damage so far. And then I rolled the D8, which will be a 6 on top of that. So that'll be a 40 points of damage then on a crit.
40 points on a crit. No problem. Let me see. That would put that. No, he's still up.
Nice.
Yep. No.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Cool. No problem. Gottel, it's you.
I did do three attacks. Yeah, I did do 3 attacks.
Yep. You've killed Fargor and you've damaged an archer.
Yep.
I will cast Stinking Cloud upon the knights, so they can all give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Knights, not archers, yeah?
Well, all of them, the whole group, it's all together.
Okay.
The whole Knights Who Say Knee collective.
Difference. Yeah, okay. Cool, that's fine. DC 14, yeah?
Only a DC 14.
Yes. The Knights roll on that one. Collectively. Yeah, both fail. Both groups fail.
Excellent. Well, they are all too busy retching and spewing up to do anything at all this turn. And unless
it reminds me of the Family Guy episode.
Yeah, the stewie thing. Yeah. So they're all doing that for the whole time. That's them.
Yeah, they're all incapacitated, basically.
They just can't do any attacks. They just stood there absolutely feeling.
In that case, we'll skip past the Knights because it will be Rolio in that case.
I thought it'd make your job a bit easier there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough. So I will cast Guiding Bolt at one of the archers.
Yep, go for
it. 22 to hit.
Just an FYI, if it's the same archer I hit, he gets advantage on it. If it's the same archer I hit,
you can. Yeah, I'm just going to basically whittle down these two groups, so they're like grouped together. You're just going to whittle.
It's
down
kind of weird
HP.
because obviously when I hit a target, all of my allies, if they were underneath me in the turn order, get advantage against the same target.
Yeah,
does that mean we're doing it get advantage against all of the archers?
So it'll be basically you're hitting one person until they're dead, and then it's the next person, the next person, next person, next person. It's basically you're knocking down that group.
So he has advantage on that. You have advantage on the roll then, Lola. So I forgot to mention that.
That's fine.
It's confusing because there's so many people, but it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, 19 you said, yeah?
19 points of damage, and then Radio will transform into his starry form of Archer. And arrow will come from one of his constellations and strike the Archer again.
Yeah.
For 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And 8 points of damage.
That is one of the archers down.
Nice.
You're a druid, right?
Yes, Circle of Stars.
You have 2 attack action. You have 2 attacks for 1 action.
Really? No. I got action and style form is bonus action.
Yeah, but your attack action does 2 attacks, right?
No, not yet. It says
You're
in
level-
D&D
are
Beyond
you
attacks per action. Just 1.
are you not all druid? Are
I'm
you
pure druid at the
multi-class?
moment, yeah. Not multi-class yet.
It's not. Are you looking at? You're not looking at it. So the custom weapon isn't. You are using your
No.
actual class.
So
Stats.
druids at level 5 get 2 attack actions.
That's
Although
fine.
the custom weapon shouldn't affect that, it should still have that
It
in
should
your
not affect
actions.
that. Yeah, you should always have that.
I
Druids,
haven't.
druids at level,
Okay.
druids at level 5 get 2
That's
attack
right. That's
actions.
right. That's
but-
right. Just take another action. Doesn't matter.
All right,
It's
then.
okay.
Yeah, guiding bolt again.
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry for that. Just
21 points on that one. And 15 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, so he gets whopped in the face for 15 points of damage.
I'll have to get you to have a look at my character sheet then. Obviously, I've done something wrong.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
just I'm looking at it now. Don't worry.
D&D Beyond's a funny thing. I wouldn't worry too much. Okay, we've had rodeo. It's Opal.
Okay, how many people do I have within 10 feet of me?
So you've got all the knights. There are 5 of them and their dead leader. And then 4 archers stood behind them.
We're
But they
30
are
feet
more
away.
than-
We're 30 feet away because I teleported us.
So I'm not within 10 feet of them.
You're not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, not within 10 feet. Yeah.
So what do I do? Boop, boop. Give me a sec, because that I was planning, it's not working. Where is 8?
Where is 8?
Okay. No, I was looking for the letter H.
Oh, I thought you said where is 8? I was like, I don't know. Where is 8?
So the first night that it is closer, or it doesn't matter where it is, but the first night that was close, they need to do a dexterity saving throw, please.
They're all kind of in a group. Were you specifically targeting one?
It's one person.
Yep, dexterity save, yeah. No problems.
Yeah, and let me see.
Ooh. It's only an 8.
Yeah, and then he's engulfed in hellish fires, and he takes 7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage. Ooh, okay. No problems. Cool. Anything else?
Shift. You see claws coming out, and my movement is a little bit more cat-wise,
Yep.
and that's it.
Claws come out. A bit more cat-like as you shift.
Yeah.
We go. The archers can't go because of something that's already happened. So go around to Ava. You're muted, sir.
I am muted, sir.
There you go. You're not muted anymore.
How close are all of the people? Are they within 20 feet of each other?
Yeah, they're all grouped up
In a circle?
in a circle. The worst way to be.
Okay. No worries. They now cannot see nothing, but I cast fog cloud on top of all of them.
Cool. Okay. Anything else?
Then I run away.
You run away. Gottle, you're up.
Right, well, I'm maintaining the old, the old stinking fog cloud, because that lasts a minute there, so...
So they're in both a cloud and a fog cloud of shit.
They are indeed in a murky pea
So they
soup.
cannot see anything.
And it stinks.
That's great.
A murky pea soup of absolute fart. So I'm going to hold my action this turn in case any of them break out of the retching cloud of horribleness.
Okay.
And I'll deal with it then.
Well, it is the knights. Do they need to make any saves before they surge forwards out of any clouds, chaps?
So I have a special for cloud, so they need to make it. If they try to leave the cloud, they must make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
Okay.
If they fail, they get pushed back into the cloud.
Cool. And Forgottal's cloud?
They don't have to do anything at all, but while they're in the cloud, they are actually throwing up like a good one.
Well, let's see if they break out of this horrible
Right, intelligence
situation.
save. So it's intelligence save. Intelligence, not dex.
Okay,
Intelligence
no.
15. Sorry.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. If you start your turn within the cloud, sorry, I'm reading further in. You must make a con save throw against poison, and if you fail that save, you stay in the cloud, retching up, and you can't move.
Right. Let's do that one first, because that will dictate
Another
whether
fact
they
that
can attempt to get out.
they double can't move.
Okay, so they've got a constitution, so it's 19 plus 2, so it's dirty 21.
That's fine. They can move, and they're not throwing up anymore.
And then for Ava's cloud, they have to roll over 15.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Well, they're not intelligent, so they've only rolled an 8 on that front. So they're not retching, but they can't go anywhere.
The thing is, they leave and then they get pushed back in.
Yeah. So fresh air! Oh, God. But they're not being sick. They're not being sick. That's the main thing. Rolio, you're up.
So I have 2 attacks now, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, but unfortunately you can't see them because fog cloud.
You can cast into it, though. You can just, do splash damage.
You can cast into it. Yeah, you can cast into it there.
Fine. I will drop a moonbeam on the top of the cards. Straight down into.
Boy.
Good job.
I love that. We've had a combo. We've got Corbs doing his shit mess. They got me casting fog cloud, and then we've got Verlier just moving and shit.
It's the
It'll
ultimate
be-
AoE tank.
It's
So it's a
massive
5-foot
combo
radius
right
on that, and whoever it hits needs a con 15 save. Please.
What was the diameter of it? Sorry, mate.
5 foot, so it's got to hit one of them at least.
Oh, it's. I mean, how many are there? There's going to be 1, 2. It's gonna hit one of them at the very least. Con save, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, let's target one of the knights. 14 plus 2, 16.
Save then, so it's half damage. You think? Or it just doesn't.
I always thought Moonbeam was wider than 5 feet.
I think it gets wider as
Me
it doubles
too.
up.
It's wider the higher up you cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets bigger the higher the cast it.
Oh,
It's
okay, then
annoying
there's-
at low level.
Yeah. Yeah, you can take a magic action to make it 60. Right. Yeah. Yeah, on a failed save. No damage then. Can I just pop shot into it with guiding bolt
Yeah, why not?
into the card? To 5 with disadvantage, I guess.
Yep, go for it.
So just so you're aware,
disadvantage,
you
it's
can't
17.
do 2. You can only do 2 attack spells. A Moonbeam doesn't count as an attack spell. It's an AoE spell, so you can't cast another spell after you've cast Moonbeam. Because
Okay,
it doesn't
then-
count
then
as
It's my turn then.
Yeah.
for that.
Okay.
because the Moonbeam is not an attack spell. It's an evocation.
But it doesn't mean he still has his attack actions then.
Because Moonbeam is a main action. It's an action.
Oh, okay. I've always split it down. I've always gone, if you've got 2 actions in a...
It's up to you. It's your game. I'm just saying that's just
yeah.
how it works.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. Right, okay. Sorry, Rodeo.
That's fine.
Druids are hard when they get 2 attack actions. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. Opal.
A
you're
lot
up.
stronger now though in 5th edition.
So, if I cannot see them, I don't think I can do a lot of things. So I'm just waiting on my action and see if they come out of it, and then I can attack.
Yeah, no worries. Well, the archers are going to try. So it was Stinking Cloud. What was the DC to try and save against that? Sorry, Corbs.
14.
14. I've rolled a 14. It was con, wasn't it?
It was cod.
Yeah,
Yes.
so they pass. Then let's see if they can get out of the cloud, which was a DC 15?
16 intelligence.
16
15 intelligence. 15 intelligence. Sorry, I added my wisdom by mistake. Yes,
Yep.
15 intelligence.
They both pass on all of those. So they move out of the cloud forwards.
Okay, which in a second is going to trigger my held action.
Mine too.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, how many of them have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do. I'll divide. Basically, they're going to attack at you, so we'll divide it down. Let's see. Anyone? Oh, fucking hell! Seriously. Anyone with an AC lower than 13.
No.
No. Is it the figure of death?
No, of course it's not Finger of Death. At level 5.
No.
They're archers.
That is just enough to give
Wendy.
Basically, this volley of arrows come out, but because they're coughing and spluttering, it does nothing. They've gone wide and lost you entirely. It is Ava. And you now have the archers which have appeared from the murk and the gloom.
Okay. Hang on, we've got held actions.
Yes, of course you do.
Yes.
Sorry, yes. Yeah, go. Anyone with a held action, go for it.
Me and Grotto.
Gossel is first initiative, so Gossel
Yeah.
can go first.
Right. All I'm going to do is fire off a crossbow at the first one that comes out of the fog. Oh, that's an absolute arse biscuit. It was a 20 and it rolled over. It's a 9. It's bastard.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, you know, you win
Arse
some, you lose
biscuits.
some.
Well, yeah.
Absolute arse biscuits.
It happens. It happens. Opal, go on.
When anybody of these arrive close to me at 10 feet, please can you let me know?
They would be probably somewhere in the range of 20 feet away now because they were in the back row, so they moved
That's
through
fine.
it. And yeah.
Okay, so then she is looking towards them. Is anybody of them injured?
One of them is, yeah.
So the one that it is injured, I point my finger on him, and there is a sound of a bell. Feel around. For the moment, he needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
10.
He gets. Where is my D12? No, that's a D8. Oh, no, you're D20. Oh, found it. He gets 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Son of
dear.
the dead.
Okie dokie. Cool. Shall
As a
we...
bonus action,
Yep.
the one next to him, he starts feeling very, very anxious and starts shaking. He gets a blood curse. So all the charisma intimidation checks against him, they have advantage until the end of my next turn.
Okie dokie. That's fine. All right, cool. In that case, held actions have gone off. Ava.
So last turn I fog cloud, then I ran away, and then I bonus action dashed. So I'm now 75 foot away from everyone else.
Yeah, you're well away.
So I'm gonna look at them and be like, okay, guess we're still fighting then in Celestial. As I then launch 2 arrows at their faces.
Whose faces?
Cool. The archers. But first I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark because that's always fun. I'm then going to launch some bows at their faces. Sharpshooting again because I always sharpshoot.
Yeah.
The first one would be. How am I getting natural 20 again? It's 29 to hit.
Unbelievable.
So that'll be 20 damage straight up.
Yeah.
Plus, you say you max dice on the first one, so that would be
Yeah.
14 damage plus the dice roll, which would be an additional 1d8. So I'm not going to click on that because I think it's going to do 2d8. It's not 1d8. Plus that'll be plus 5 on that, so that'll be 39 points of damage.
Total?
Plus, they're my favorite foe. No, I've still got favorite foe as well because of my favorite foe as well. So that'll be 33 points of damage.
33 max, yeah? Damage you've done. Cool, so he's still up.
And my second attack action, because I'm injured, I get 2 attack actions. Be a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
So that'll be 11, 21. So d4 for my favorite enemy. 6 plus my hunter's mark. $31 points of damage.
Cool, that one goes down. And you said you nerfed Ava there, did you?
Mate, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to nerf her more. I might take away Hunter's Mark because, yeah, that's a bit stupid.
I mean,
I might change her background. I'm gonna change her background.
I could chuck in a
I'm gonna
Tarrasque
change
if
her
you want to fight
background.
one of them.
I'm gonna change her background because her background gives her basically advantage on an attack roll, and if it misses, yeah, I'm gonna change her background because that advantage on attacks is just ridiculous.
Although to be fair, out of 12 people, you have only taken down 3. So
yeah, great. That'll be the end of my turn.
lovely. Got all you are up. You got archers visible.
Just the archers that are visible at the moment, is
4 of them, by the way, and one of them is bloodcast.
Right. Did the knights not get out as well?
No, they're still stuck.
Excellent. Retching and thretching, eh? Right, well, I'll not drop the spell that I've got, I guess. Because I was going to cast another spell as they'd all got out, but they haven't, so it's just be another crossbow to the face. 12.
To hit?
Well, yes,
Yeah.
to hit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, doesn't quite do it.
Oh, well, it's these bloody blunt arrows on the front. I think maybe I need to take the little guards off the top there,
The little plastic cap.
Little caps, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
That could work.
Right, I'll do that next time.
Might be a good idea.
All right. Now I'll just concentrate on my stinking fart cloud. Thanks.
Okay, so the knights are still affected by both the cloud and the stinking cloud, so they had to make a.
The cloud's no longer up because the cloud's no longer up.
Okay, so the clouds are up, but they are in a retching mess.
I dropped concentration on that.
Okay, no problem at all. So the clouds are up, but they are retching. What was the DC, please, Gottle, for the retching?
It's a whole 14.
A whole 14. What was that? Constitution?
Oh, yes.
Oh, they're still retching away.
Excellent.
They're
the
still
piles
retching.
of vomit are growing at the doorsteps.
Yeah, they are spewing their guts all over the shop. Rolio.
Yes, Rolio. Where far out now, Romeo? So how many of the archers is 4 left I can see?
4 left, one's bloodcast.
Right, yeah. And I will aim for the bloodcast one. Please, when my spells load. Wait, there's something going on with my internet. It's got slow shit. Right, there we go. So, 17 to hit the bloodcast one.
Yeah.
And then...
Baina, can you remind us what the bloodcast does?
The blood cares.
You're breaking up again.
Sorry, I was shouting more. All the intimidation checks have advantage.
Okay, so it doesn't affect us. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so carry on then, Rolio, please.
25 points of damage roll.
Oosh, yep.
And then I got a natural 20
Nice.
on that one, so 6 and 36. That's Oh God, why has it done that? Never mind. Ignore that one. So it's 36 plus 17 is 43, 53 points of damage.
He goes down like a
And then
bag of shit.
one of my archer constellations would light up and the arrow flies out of it.
Yep.
Add another one of them. And that's the bonus action for a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then 6 points of damage. I rolled
Okay.
all that through D&D Beyond, by the way.
No, that's all good.
Deal.
That's all good. I don't look on there, to be honest. So it's 60. Yeah, okay. Yep, lovely. So you killed one and damaged another.
Tap it up.
Sweet.
And the go.
Opal, it's you.
Okay, how close are they?
The archers are, I think we said 20 feet away. The
Still there?
knights are still quite a bit away.
Okay, I move closer to the archer so I can be 10 feet away from them. How many are they?
There are 3 left.
Okay, I put my hands up and dark tendrils come out of me and dark energy goes to them. They need to do a strength saving throw.
You hear one of them shout, "Oh my god, she's Venom!" Saving throw on one of them, yeah?
Yep.
What type? I don't think it's going to matter, but...
Strength, sorry, strength.
Strength? Yeah, just a 2.
And the hands of Hadar take down, so they get
I don't know what's going on with your microphone, but you are breaking up like hell.
10 points of necrotic damage, and I don't know, it's the freaking Discord. I never have issues with TeamSpeak.
So 10 points of necrotic damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sweet. Anything else?
No.
No? Okie dokie.
Oh, yes. No, sorry.
go on.
I do. And I react and I run back. Does not provoke any opportunity attack because I am sweet 60.
Well, you were 10 feet away anyway, so you wouldn't have got...
Yeah, but just in case. So I go back to my friends.
That's fine. I'm going to roll a d4 because the archers are up next, but you have just hurt them. The d4 is a 1, so they are going to attack Opal, I'm afraid. Collectively, with a... What's that? That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 to hit.
What is it?
I didn't catch
Nope.
that.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Arrows go flying all over the shop, but they don't hit you. Ava, you're up.
I changed my background. I'm not sure if you got the message, by the way. So I removed the Knights of Minia, which was giving me advantage because that was just not fair with sharpshooter.
Hey, look, yeah, don't worry about like mid game. I haven't looked at it, but yeah, carry on.
So it wasn't fair. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm bonus action Hunter's Mark because the one I killed with Hunter's Mark is dead. I'm going to bonus action move it to the next one,
Yeah,
and then just 2 sharpshooter attacks against it.
this is on the archers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a 9 is going to hit.
9 does not hit. No.
And the second one will be a 21.
Yes.
Mark. Oh, God, natural 6 with that, a natural 8 with that, so that'll be 18, 19, 20 damage.
Yes, that's fine. No problem. He's still up. He's
I'll be the end of my turn.
bloodied, but he's still up.
I'll be the end of my turn.
Sweet. Gottel, over to you.
Right. You know when the archers came out of the cloud?
Yes.
Did they come out of the cloud and then stand on the edge of the cloud and arch?
They came out of the cloud very flamboyantly, woo, and then they arched.
But they didn't do a lot of walking forwards out of the cloud. They just came out of the cloud and went, there they are.
They went, yeah, the colour archers didn't need to get closer. They just went, oh, well, there we are. We're out of the cloud now. We can do our thing.
Excellent. I'm going to move the cloud forwards 5 feet and get them back in the cloud.
You bastard. Yes. Yes, absolutely. That's fine.
And then I'm going to hold my actual action until any of them get out of the cloud.
Okay, so they're back in the stinking cloud.
They are back in the stinking cloud, but I've
Okay.
only moved it 5 feet so the knights don't get out of the
The
stinking
knights
cloud.
are not out of the... Yeah, no, that's fine. So
Guys,
it was DC what to get the stinking cloud?
14.
14. Constitution?
Yes, that's right. It's like farting into a bottle.
Finally.
Can I use a reaction, please, DM? Can I use a reaction, DM?
Yes.
I'm going to, if they pass it, make them re-roll it.
The knights did pass. 13 plus 2, they did pass. However, you made me re-roll a better roll. That was an 18 plus 2. The knights are coming out.
I'm
I'm coming
I give
out.
advantage to, just to confirm, they have disadvantage, and I give advantage to Rodeo. That was my silvery barbs.
Hang on, so they had disadvantage on that roll.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an 18, I have to roll it again.
No. So they re-roll, and they have to take the new roll. Silvery barbs. So you 2 6. Let me just read this spell.
It sounds like they pass.
Yeah, they would pass. They would most likely.
Yeah,
If
both
they
dice
would have
rolls
passed.
pass.
If they passed either way. Yeah, if both of them would have passed, they would have passed either way. You magically distract the triggering enemy, and with a moment of uncertainty in the encouragement for that creature, the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. You can then choose a different creature that you can see within range. You can choose yourself. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that they make within 1 minute. The creature's decision to do that. So they can. So Rolio can now roll advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Here's me.
There you go. Right, okay. So, anyway, where were we? The knights have just come out. Finally. Coughing and spluttering.
We better get this party started then.
We are about to get this party started then. Because the knights can move and close the gap on all of you. Apart from Ava, who has run away. Bravely run away, away, oh brave Dame Ava. So
Tactical retreat, I think you find.
1, 2, 3 of you. Yeah, I mean, the knights will surge forwards. Great swords drawn. And they charge at you with the archers behind them. And they won't make an attack this turn, but they will say to you, let's say the knight, or they're all men, and one of them steps forward on the surge and just says, if I were you, I would stand down. You are greatly outnumbered.
Yeah, no.
Leave it up to you. After the
They're bravely
knights,
outgunned, so I don't give a shit.
after the knights, it's rodeo.
Okey-dokey. I'll use one of my actions to cast Enlarge on Opal.
Yep.
So Opal has advantage on the strength checks and ability strength checks, and a 1d4 damage on hit. On all strikes on that one, and then I will use second one to do entangle on the entangle. snare. Sorry. Oh wait, are they within 5 foot of me? Are they?
The knights are right on your face.
Ooh, then I am misty stepping to fuck 30 foot back.
Mr. Diplomacy there. Lovely. Okay. Opal.
Open. You're now a large creature.
So, I'm a large creature. What does this mean?
You got
Means you're
ability.
bigger.
You get to add a D. You can add a D4 to your attack rolls.
Okay.
You,
So,
I will point out you literally only have Gossel standing with you against how many knights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knights and 3 archers.
yes, I know.
Okay. They are literally offering an olive branch to you. They are offering to talk to you.
We have, if you want us to stop, you need to allow us to take this woman. She doesn't know what is happening. She doesn't speak the language. She just saw all of us strangers trying to attack her, and she's attacking. If we are both fight, we will lose her. Stand down, because as you can see, she is afraid of you, but not us. Stand down, and we have better chances to figure out what is happening.
You can give me a persuasion roll. With disadvantage, because Ava was not the only one to lead the attack on this.
I know, but they attack them.
So with disadvantage, you can make a persuasion.
So one is 12, the other is 14. So 12 plus 1, 13.
My opposing roll was a natural 1, so they are willing to listen.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, alright, give us stop there and maybe leave. We are not against you. We are all together on this, but leave us alone. That's the only way we can help this woman. We don't know who she is, and she's just running away. And she's attacking you because she sees that you want to attack her, even though she doesn't know us and we don't speak the same language. She's not attacking us, so just let us go. You know where we are. We told you who we are, and we will figure it out.
So this guy that sort of addressed you and appears to be the next in command gestures, and everyone sheaves their swords. The bowmen sort of drop bows to their sides. It's so disappointing we don't burp.
Yes, worst.
And he says to you, okay, we will give you the benefit this time. We're going to go away and look into this. But
You can leave your name and we can find you if you want to give you more information.
no. If we are going to talk again, we will find you. Not the other way around.
I have to say, when you approach people, maybe be a little bit more friendly.
Well,
Especially when it is a creature that we don't know who she is and she doesn't speak the language.
we didn't approach you in a way that was unfriendly to begin with.
Well, for some reason she got the impression that you were aggressive to her rather than us. But anyway, when you want to talk, you know where to find us.
Little
And
lady,
we will try to understand and learn where she's from, because I don't think she did anything wrong. I think
little lady,
she's...
enough words.
I'm not a lady, I'm a child. More.
Little lady, I said.
Sorry. I
Enough
thought you said this lady.
words. We will find you if we need
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Okay, see you soon. Bye.
You,
So I ran towards Iva and I leave him.
at that point, you run away and you see his hand go up to the archers and they draw their bows again.
I said, bye bye, I'm going to catch her.
Your
and I
level
leave
of
him.
disrespect
I'm
will
a
not
child.
be tolerated.
Yeah,
I
just
don't care
go.
who you are.
Yeah, I just go. He doesn't. He can talk to the hand.
Seriously? You really want to go there?
He's a child.
Captain, hang on there, you know, little girl. I'm the one who's going to be stood here on my own with 100 men, you know, around me, and everyone else is buggered off with misty steps and this, that, and the other. So just hang on, you know. Stay your arm, sir. It's okay. We've listened to you. I'm not
I
going
wish I
anywhere.
was
I'm
spelled
listening
Misty
to you.
Tin.
What would you like to say?
You mentioned one of our captains who has gone missing.
Hold on a minute. That was supposed to be reported back to your order by the other 2 men that was with us that night.
2 men never arrived.
We helped
Clearly you
them
know
escape.
something of it.
Well, we helped them escape, and we sent them back to your order, safe and sound.
They never made it, whoever they were. Sorry.
Something must have happened to them. We're terribly sorry for your loss.
But you mentioned something happened to the captain.
He was overtaken in a valiant defence, I believe. Thinking back a bit. Stalling while Rollier reads his campaign notes.
I know exactly what happened.
Do you
can
now?
tell.
We all know what happened.
Yeah, I know exactly.
But while Rollier remembers the true events of that
Was it?
valiant defence by that gallant officer there,
What happened? Did
Rollier,
I kill
isn't that
him?
right?
There
It
were
was a
2.
valiant defence.
You say there were 2 men who were left to come back to us, but they never returned. So something must have happened to them on the road. Perhaps they were injured or got lost. Who knows? But you mentioned a captain who his name he has not returned to us.
Oh, he fell in the
Portland
retreat.
and Newell. Yeah, they fell in the castle in the lake. No, they got Captain Braxton fell in the castle in
Captain
the lake.
Braxton, he has not returned. That is the man. He has not returned, nor has
Yes,
his men.
Just a quick one. Are we out of initiative order?
Yeah, around it. Yeah, this isn't combat anymore.
No, it's just so I know what's going on right now.
Yeah, normally I would
making
say
notes.
that. To be fair, I didn't say it. That's my bad.
I'm afraid Braxton fell in
Because
the
obviously, at this
retreat.
time, once this has happened, let me know so I can explain what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we met Captain Braxton and only 2 of his men in the lake castle in the lake. I don't think we ever actually found out the name of the castle. We just knew it was made.
Oh, you know, yeah, you did know it. You did know it.
Yeah.
You knew exactly where you were because they told you.
Eesh. I didn't write that down because I know it's Enoch's.
Rolio doesn't remember where he was. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, Rolio doesn't remember, but it was there. He got tagged.
What's that one that was in Family Guy? Oak Ridge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farms, yeah, Pepperidge Farm. But yeah, it was creatures attacked us there. Captain Braxton fell there. We made it out with Cortland and Noel.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Yes.
You're the one telling the story. You give me a persuasion roll. Let's see if they remember. Let's see if they believe you.
Persuasions.
Remember, you have advantage on your next roll because of silvery barbs.
Thank you.
Silvery barbs. What's that got to do with it?
Because I cast silvery barbs on the archers who then passed anyway. The knights, remember they passed.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Rolio the advantage on his next ability score, save or attack.
Oh, okay.
Silvery barbs was the name of the spell.
First roll was 9, and then the advantage was 20, so 23 in total.
They're listening.
So we made it out with Noel with the farm. We came out in a farm. I think it was not that far from the last inn, and that's where we left them.
They kind of start talking to each other. And he comes back to his Magister's Keep.
Yes, You triggered my memory.
Hmm.
I'm gonna write that down on that note page. So.
Yes, Captain Braxton and his men, they did seem to go missing for a long time. Yes, it's entirely possible that some ill befell them, I suppose. But you came out of there yourselves.
Yeah, with Cortland and Noel.
Cortland Noel, I wonder what happened to them on the road. Okay. We will take it into consideration, but we must return to our elder.
Well, it's
Why?
been fun.
Go on.
But I think we should call it a night. If you can leave the woman with us, we'll get her back to the Emerald Court.
Why did you attack us? We come with questions. As a group, you attacked. You and this girl have something... a connection? If you have no connection, why attack?
There seems to be a bit of confusion between our young companion and this girl. We need to find out why. And to be fair, I know the young girl a lot better than I know you.
I think, to be fair, you Captain Al Gore there. He was quite abrasive with his dealings with things, and it might have led to an explosive moment that just led to an unfortunate exchange of views. But now that we've all calmed down and actually started talking properly, I think things are much more civilized, don't you, sir?
He looks behind him, he surveys the ground, he says, there are 4 men that need to be buried now.
Well, let's toast their souls and send them on the way with a binnis of peace. Will you drink to your men?
I will, but not with you. Be on your way, and take this one with you. We know where to find you, I'm sure.
Right, Captain. We'll see when on.
And they go about tending to their dead. And what time is it? Given the time, I think it's about time we called it on that one. You are going to begin the next session in the wilds in the evening with decisions to make on where to go and what to do with a strange woman, effectively, in your party. So, we'll say thank you very much for watching and listening, and we will see you again in a fortnight. Good night.